Have you ever been put on the spot and felt like all eyes were on you? It's a common experience for English learners, but don't worry, I'm here to help. Let's start with a funny story. Imagine a new employee at a company meeting. When the boss suddenly asks them to present their ideas on the spot. The employee, taking the phrase literally, jumps up and stands on the conference table. Much to everyone's confusion. The idiom on the spot doesn't actually mean to stand in a specific physical location. Instead, it refers to being asked to do something immediately, without any prior preparation. Now let's see how it's used correctly. Imagine the same scenario, but this time the employee responds confidently. "No problem, I'm happy to share my ideas on the spot." They proceed to outline their well-thought-out proposal, impressing the boss and colleagues. Here are some examples of using on the spot in different contexts. In a casual conversation, the boss put me on the spot during the meeting. But I managed to come up with a good solution. In a formal setting, the interview panel asked me to present my qualifications on the spot, which was a bit nerve-wracking. In a humorous context, when the magician asked for a volunteer, I found myself on the spot, having to pull a rabbit out of my hat. To help you remember the meaning of on the spot, think of a spotlight shining on you, putting you in the center of attention and requiring an immediate response. The idiom on the spot has an interesting origin. It dates back to the 1600s, when it referred to a specific location or place. Over time, it evolved to mean being put in a position of having to respond or act immediately, without any preparation. Some similar idioms include under pressure, in the hot seat, and on the fly. On the other hand, having time to prepare or being given advance notice would be the opposite of being on the spot. Related idioms include put on the spot and caught off guard. For example, you could say, "I was put on the spot during the interview and had to think quickly." Rephrasing it without the idiom would be, "I was asked to respond immediately during the interview and had to think fast." I once witnessed a colleague give an excellent presentation on the spot during a client meeting. The client had suddenly asked them to share their ideas, and they were able to confidently and coherently articulate their proposal, impressing everyone in the room. One common mistake is to say "in the spot" instead of "on the spot." The correct usage is "on the spot." Another mistake is to think on the spot means in a specific physical location, when it actually refers to being asked to respond immediately. Finally, it's important to use on the spot in the appropriate context. It wouldn't make sense to say, "I had to cook dinner on the spot," when you had planned and prepared the meal in advance. Let's test your understanding with a few questions. 1. What does the idiom "on the spot" mean? A. In a specific physical location. B. To respond immediately. C. To be under pressure. D. All of the above. 2. Which of these is a synonym for on the spot? A. Under pressure. B. Caught off guard. C. In the hot seat. D. All of the above. 3. Which of these is an antonym for on the spot? A. Having time to prepare. B. Being given advance notice. C. Both A and B. D. None of the above. Great job! You now have a solid understanding of the idiom "on the spot" and how to use it effectively in your English conversations. Remember, being on the spot can be challenging, but with practice, you'll be able to respond confidently and impress your audience. Now it's your turn. Try using the idiom "on the spot" in a sentence and share it with the class. I'd love to hear how you're applying what you've learned today.